Acknowledge.
Watch out.
Acknowledge.
All right. IOM 2024 National Championship Regatta A Fleet Seating Race.
Websites for you? We don't have a website.
We got 26 total skippers here today. Try using the zoom here on our mark rounding. Looks like Gary Winton in the 54 boat around first, followed by yellow boat Barry Donaher, I believe, in the 27, followed by Peter Feldman in the 44 boat as we head downwind. Fourth place Chris Sullivan in the 62 boat. Dennis Rogers in the 4-3, followed by Sean Fiddler in the 9-1. As we head downwind on the first lap. We'll relocate down here.
No, of course.
As the boats head downwind. A little late start. We're waiting for the wind to rotate around about 12:24. This first seating race. Like Dennis, the white Britpop number 43 has jumped out front. Followed by Peter Feldman, the blue K2 44. So we head downwind. Gary Winton, I believe in another green K2, the 54 boat. All right, we'll stand still here. Foster City, California, May 30th, 2024. Looks like Dennis picked up a few boat links downwind, eyeing up our leeward gate. As we come down, let's see what Dennis picks. Dennis picks inside. And a little bit of an angle to the course. Dennis rounded first, Peter rounded second, Gary Winton rounded third, the 5-4 boat. We head back upwind. How many boats? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 boats? No, 13 boats. Don't get my count. It's just a seating race, trying to figure it out. Dennis Rogers heads back upwind. I'm going to relocate. Hang on, folks. Need to get myself a scooter. There's the racers here in Foster City. I'm winning the race. Look at that, I passed them all. It's like a little bit of a lead change here. As we head upwind. So Gary Winton going as far as he can on port. Heading to our windward mark on starboard. Everybody gets funneled in close near shore. Gary passed Dennis. Dennis didn't do good on that upwind. Gary in the 5-4 boat. Out in front, Craig Mackey, the 2-9 Britpop named Tabasco. Second, Chuck LeMahieu, 2-0 yellow boat. Dennis rifle back to 4th, Peter rifle back to 5th in the 4-4 boat. As we round and head back downwind. Got Tom out of San Diego on the 6-8 Britpop, or no, 7-8. Actually, that's Gene. Followed by Sean Fiddler in the 91 boat. As the leaders take off downwind. I'm going to try posting up in the middle of the course.
Right, yeah, this was, but it's really hard, like, there's a lot of water, but you guys need a safe place to walk. If the wind switches direction, you need a safe place to walk.
See what I can see.
So windy, so many great flat waters like this, but
Looks like Gary Winton still out first place.
but nice, isn't that good for yeah, so this thing?
Gonna pick the outward.
Yeah, I mean, for them to have the world Are they gonna bring it back?
Gary Winton out of Florida, our road warrior, drove all the way from Florida in a sprinter van to race today. Fresh off a trip from Sweden, racing DF65s.
So what is, so this is classified as...
Gary tacks back onto port. Looks like Craig Mackey's still holding on to second.
So is this just...
Chuck LeMahieu in third, Dennis in fourth,
They'll keep adjusting the course.
Peter
So the start line
in the
between
4-4 blue boat in fifth. I lost count
straight upwind of the weather mark has to be perfect.
as we head
So if the wind moves, just
back upwind for the finish, I believe.
and adjust the start line so that if the wind's here, the start line's here, but the wind goes like that, then you need to adjust the start line. So basically,
I don't know. I wasn't quite paying attention. What lap are we on, folks? What lap are we on?
if you think about a sailboat,
Craig Mackey on the outside, going for a big flyer.
sailboats can't sail straight into the wind.
Coming up, everybody else tacks inside.
So they're tracking. They can't sail right.
Craig looking like he's out front. Gary chose the other side of the course, the 5-4 boat here. Coming into frame.
Yeah, that's what I see them. Yeah, so they're attacking. These guys follow the same
As we head up to the windward mark.
big boats.
Next time, Craig went on the scenic route, but he's still
Kit, who is
maybe rifled back to second or third.
starboard and right. So
And a little tiny viewfinder.
on the right side, they are fighting. So somebody
Gary Winton, 5-4 boat second, or first now.
yeah, so they protest and then they
Craig rifled back to third.
But they, all these guys are. I think
Oh,
all of
we're
them
coming in
are
for a
big
finish.
sailors who are sail big boats, but they haven't followed. Oh my God. Oh, no. These two young things.
So Gary Winton at first. Craig Mackey at second. With Chuck LeMahieu. Chuck, last minute entry. Third place. Borrowed sails. Dennis Rogers in fourth in the 4-3 boat. Peter Feldman in the 4-4 blue boat in fourth. As the rest of the fleet fights it out for one. Followed by Barry Donaher in the 2-7 boat. Bill, the 5-9 boat, sneaking in. Nice race, Gary.
Hey, thanks.
4-8 boat. 7-8, 1-6-8, 1-5-7.
Sorry, I came a little close to you there, Pete.
And that's it. 20 seconds, A fleet race. Thursday, Foster City, California. Ah. 40 seconds, A-Fleet race, Foster City, California, May 30th, 2:13 in the afternoon. Alright, and we're off. Let me run upwind here. Get in position. It's my new gimbal. How do you guys like it? Just kidding. Waiting for the GoFundMe to start. But first leg up, windward mark, kind of a tough one. Squeaking us in. By shore. Got looks like Jason Rhodes, I think, in the 34 Woody boat, making it to the windward mark first, followed by Chris Sullivan in the 6'2 boat, Chuck LeMahieu in the 2-0 boat, Tony Gonzalez in the 31, Jeff Byerly designed Rockstar. As we head back downwind, a lot of, everybody's on top of each other here.
Yeah, I know, but I was trying to clear you and you turned up.
Harsh. I'll send you this.
Heading back downwind. Looks like Jason and the Woody still out front. Followed by Chuck LeMahieu, road warrior, drove in from McKinney, Texas. Said he was bored, wanted to do some sailing. Hopped in the car, started driving. So we head down to Leeward Gate. Jason around first. Kristen second. Chuck chooses to go to the inside in the 2-0 boat. Let's see where they cross. Fourth place, Tony Gonzalez in the 3-1. Fifth place, Barry Donaher in the 2-7 boat. So we head upwind. Said Chuck in the 2-0 boat coming to the inside. Let's see if he makes any gains. Oh, sorry. Out of control zoom in there. Jason's still ahead. Chuck in fourth. Looks like Tony made some gains. Going to the outside. I gotta run and post up. Can't dawdle along with the sailors down. Gotta stop. Hold the camera steady. Not as easy as everybody thinks, but I do my best. But Jason, the 3-4 Woody out of Canada, he drove down. Canada should have picked me up in Olympia on his way down, but he didn't. As it looks like he's going to make it to the windward mark. Ooh, some shifty. Windward mark first. Followed by Chris Sullivan, Tony Gonzalez praying for lift. Pinch their way around that mark. Barry Donaher in fourth. A lot of action on this. A lot of people coming in on port, having to make the maneuvers.
Complete. Thank you.
As we head back downwind here, Foster City, this control area. Looks like Jason might be leading this one wire to wire. There's Jason Rounds, Mark there, the 3-4 boat again. Chris Sullivan gonna follow him. Jason backs back onto port. Everybody going the outside this time. Chuck tried it. First lap. Didn't like it. As everybody heads back upwind here. Tony on a flyer to the outside, seeing if he can make some magic happen. In the 3-1 boat. But Jason looks like he's handling this race pretty good. Ooh. Just felt like I stepped on a nail. Just a pointy piece of bark in my thin shoe. All right, Jason covering well. Tony was hoping for the magic. The 3-1 boat. Chris Sullivan in the 6-2 Britpop right behind Jason. Looks like he's coming in here for a finish on port. To our tiny finish line. This race, Jason. 3-4, followed by Chris Sullivan, 6-2.
Good job, guys. Race, Chris.
Tony Gonzalez in the 3-1 boat, third.
3-1.
Barry Donaher, 2-7 in fourth. Sorry, Barry, if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Steve Landow coming in to sneak ahead of Sean Fielder in the 1-2 boat. Sean in the 9-1 K2 makes her in. Chuck LeMahieu in the 2-0 boat. Little carnage.
Oh, come on, guys. What? I'm on starboard. You hit me. I'm on starboard. Yeah.
General recall.
See, that line is too small.
Your boat still broke?
Yeah. It's promising, but I'm borrowing a lot of shit from a lot of people.
Protest 2-0. 1-2, protest 2-0.
And we're off. 6A, third start. Black flag.
5-5. Thank you, 2-0.
So we head up to the windward mark. Here, Foster City, smooth water, wind. I don't know what direction that is. So head to the windward mark. Horsey come in on port for most of it. Mr. Landow, 1-2 boat, made it first. Followed by 8-5, Larry Grant, King of El Dorado, making model sailing great again. Barry Donaher in the 27. We'll stack up there. So head downwind. Mr. Landau's out front, clean air.
I don't think you can move it and make it better.
Steve, first the windward mark, first to the leeward mark, goes the inside. Tacking in our swirling winds, starboard back into the fleet. Have to navigate. He decides to bail out. I'm out of here. As he tries to avoid some of the downwind boats. Larry Grant does him a solid there. Avoiding instead of just crashing into him. So, look at that, Larry. We've got evidence of you doing the right thing. We got Peter Feldman on the outside in the 4-4 blue boat. And back upwind. All right, I'm running. So, Larry Grant, the 8-5 on the outside, with Steve Landow, 1-2 boat on the inside. Coming up, Barry in the 2-7 boat, yellow 2-7. As we sail on a windward mark, Steve once again first. The windward mark, Larry gained a lot of ground. Here are the second lap upwind. Barry in the 2-7 boat, third. Stefan in the 2-8 boat, coming in hot. Hearing the Miami Vice theme in his head.
Oh my God, you're making me laugh. I lost the spot.
All right, sorry.
No, it was cool. It was cool.
I need to get the soundtrack to play over my,
It was fun.
put into my video. Head downwind. Steve out front, Larry in second.
With post-processing.
Steve Landow in first. The 1-2. Larry Grant in the 8-5. Sedici, I believe. This is Vente versus Sedici. Sedici versus Vente, I'm not sure. One of those two. Owned by Barry, the 2-7 boat. In third, Peter Feldman, the 4-4, and fourth. Getting the overlap. Needing some room. Barry sneaks ahead. There's a lot of boats going the inside on this leg. As we're on the last leg, Steve Landow, Fool of Georgia, flew out. Longtime member of the IOM class, leading the fleet. Looks like he's going to make it wire to wire. Some healthy constructive criticism back there in the fleet. Steve is on a mission.
Finally, I get out of my car.
Steve says, get out front, get in clear air, and don't let anybody pass you. That's how you win races, kids.
Right. So easy.
It's very simple. Anybody can do it. Steve so fast he even beat the race committee to the finish line. As we head up, looks like Steve gets first. Good race, Steve. Larry gonna cause problems. Barry sneaks in for second.
I don't know. Brain fart.
You gotta go all the way through the line, Larry.
I know.
Not just get close to it. Looks like Tony Gonzalez in the 3-1. Jeff Byerly designed Rockstar from Barbados, from Florida, from Australia. Who knows? Chris Sullivan, local racer, number 6-2. Stefan Cohen in the 2-8. Jason Rhodes 3-4. Dennis Rogers 4-3. Sneaks in front of Chuck. The 2-0 boat 117. And the Canadian sailor Steve Kinsley, the 11 boat. Craig Mackey, followed by Gary Wynn. A fleet race Thursday, Foster City. And we're off. Start's brutal today. Head upwind, a short leg for IOMs. Looks like Peter Feldman, the 44 boat, blue 44 making the windward mark first, followed by Dennis Rogers 43, Chuck LeMahieu in the 20 boat, Gary Wint in the 5-4. Steve Landau in the 12, Jason Woody Rhodes, crazy tacking happening around the mark. As folks navigate. First leg up.
Circle complete, 1-1.
Looks like Peter Feldman still out front. So we head into leeward mark for the first time. Peter looks like he's thinking about the inside mark. I believe he is. Leader's going around the inside mark. All four of them, 1, 2, 3, 4 to the inside. No takers on the outside yet. So Peter Feldman works his way back through the fleet on starboard. Has to navigate a few boats. Heading downwind. Peter. Looks like Peter's still in the lead. The blue 44 boat. Dennis Rogers, the white 4-3 K2 versus Britpop versus V11 Chuck LeMahieu. Like golden rod 2-0 boat. Tacks on the port, tough shift. So we head up the windward mark. Peter looks like he's going to lead this one wire to wire. We'll see what Chuck and Dennis can put together. Like Chuck's falling back. Dennis in the 4-3 white Britpop into second. Steve Landau in the 1-2 and Chris Sullivan in the 6-2 are now in the mix. Chuck falls back. Gary Winton in 5th in the 5-4. Mark Gallison in the 55 boat. Coming in hot. Right behind Jason. As Peter checks out. So we're doing 6 up, 6 down. Thanks for a lot of racing. Getting a few videos in. Let's test the zoom on the old cheapo camera. That's Peter Feldman. He's going to the inside again, folks. He must see something that he likes on the inside. Let's Staying a little closer to the windward marks. Maybe it's safe. Peter's good at calculating the odds and putting them in his favor. One of his strengths as a sailor. Dennis Rogers hanging on to second. Chris Sullivan in third. Steve Landow in fourth. As we round the windward mark for the last time. Peter tacking on a shift. Where am I aiming? Alright, zoom's getting a little crazy. My little tiny viewfinder in the bright sunlight. Peter gets on starboard. He's got a healthy lead. Now Peter is remembering the top 3 rules in sailing, and that's cover, cover, and cover. Peter just takes a beeline to the finish line. Let's go back to some other action. We got Dennis Rogers in second. Chris Sullivan, the 62 boat, in third. Gary Winton, taking a tough tack, taking his medicine. Get back over. As we head up to the finish line, Steve Landow on a good puff. What am I aiming on? All right, let's head up. Come on, Steve. Steve won the last race. As Peter runs it wire to wire. Nice race, Peter. Dennis and Chuck were close for a while, but Peter doesn't make many mistakes and just death by 10,000 cuts, leaving these boys to lick their wounds for second. Dennis Rogers coming in 4-3 boat, Britpop, white Britpop. Across the finish line. Looks like Chris Sullivan's gonna hang on for third. And there's that sneaky Mark Olson coming out of nowhere. Get fourth. Relegate Mr. Landow to fifth.
I was hoping to get on your bow, right? Yeah. 3, 4, 7, 5, 4.
Maybe 7A? Not sure. Was that 7?
Yes.
7A. Here on Thursday, first day of sailing. A, I believe, is this race. Last race on Thursday, first day here in Foster City, May 30th.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we're off. Heading upwind. Late in the day. Here at Foster City, I'm running out of gas. It's only the first day. As Peter tacks on the port early. Tough mark roundings. Looks like Chuck LeMahieu, 20 boat, Steve Landow, doing the right thing, starboard. Altar boy, pays his taxes, and comes in the windward mark on starboard, unless he's coming in on port. Him and Mark
Tony, just go mark. Tony.
Just giving those guys room to round it. If I got in there, they'll hit me coming around it.
As we head back downwind for the first time. Steve Landow, Blue Georgia out front. The green 1-2 boat. Forget what it is. Bente, Ceviche, one of those. On my Chuck. Mayhew. Goldenrod, number 20 boat. It's a drag race downwind. All right, leisurely stroll downwind. Nothing's changed. Steve's out front. Chuck there in second. Mark Galson, 5-5 boat on the outside, followed by Peter Feldman, Tony Gonzalez, Jason Rhodes in the Woody, 34, 3-4. Little Jim Shears, boy with a borrowed boat, now a owned boat because he didn't give it back. Galson to the outside, Peter Feldman to the outside. Steve to the inside. We'll see. I think this inside mark killed these guys. That is Galson.
Do I have overlap, guys? Yes, I do. Oh, come on.
Guys went inside, paid the price. Guys went outside, Feldman and Galson capitalized on that, but Steve still a little higher on the course. We'll see. He can claw his way back. Get up, sun's getting low out of the west. Wind never truly went totally west. All right, try to stop my heavy breathing. The out of shape cameraman has Mr. Mark Galson, 5-5 green V11. He's rocketed himself into first place in good position. Heading towards the mark. On port, Steve Landau's clawing his way back. Got pushed to the inside. Peter Feldman giving Steve a little starboard love. Yep. As that sneaky Mark Galson sneaks up the inside, pinching, praying for lift, saying, "Don't take me tack again." As Mark makes to the windward mark first, 5-5 boat, followed by Peter Feldman, the 4-4. Steve into third place, inside versus outside. Chuck Mayhew in the 20 boat. As we come around the mark, Jim Shears, boy with a dream, borrowed boat, number 74. So we headed back downwind for the last time. Woo. Mark Galson still out front. Peter Feldman. Mark with the 5.5, Peter with the 4.4. That must be the key to going fast, having the same number twice on your boat. But Peter's got 8 4s on his boat. Mark has 8 5s. Not sure what that means, but we'll see. As Mark goes outside, looks like Peter's eyeball on the inside. See where they cross. It didn't work for Mr. Landow last time. But Peter can make up distance on a course when he wants to. Mark's already tacking upwind. Peter around second. Looks like Steve Landow hanging on in third. So let's see. Mark tacks on to port, heading back over to cover Peter. Peter tacks onto starboard.
Where are you going? I had to give Dennis room. He came into me. I was giving Dennis room. You didn't see the mark. Whatever.
Sailing lessons going on here.
How can you give a boat that hit the mark room? Dennis didn't hit the mark. 29 protest 2-0. 29 protest 2-0.
Mark Dawson tacking his way out on a Sunday sail on a Thursday. Heads upwind. Let's get upwind. So who went outside? Peter went inside. Peter hung on to second. Mark first. Get up here above the line. Mark of the 55 V11. Long Beach, California. Drove up here. Little cannonball run. Good race, Mark.
Thank you.
Peter Feldman, the 44 boat, in second. Dennis Rogers in third.
Good race. Thanks, Pete. You too.
Steve Landau holding on for fourth. He was in the lead a little bit. Larry makes it for fifth.
9, 3, 4. 3, 1, 63, 2, 0, 7, 4.
That was the wrong gate.
Right.
That was a painful gate.
Wow.
I knew that. That's why I gave you so much. Trying the best I could.
Dennis, you never went around. You went around the wrong way to Mark. No, he did not.
No, I couldn't have.
Absolutely did.
No,
he
he
did
did not.
He did not.
He says I did not. I don't think so.
Okay.
I clouded, but I jibed around.
He jibed around. And Chuck, he was coming in at such a steep angle, I knew he wasn't going to turn tight. So I was giving him extra room to swing his stern. Yeah, we were already way past the mark.